But okay, you bring up a really good point. So, we're known at Pareto around the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, but often we see examples where the 70-20-10 rule comes into play. Now, I remember telling my kids, live off 70% of whatever you make, save 20%, invest 10%, or the other way around, whatever your risk tolerance is. But you're living off 70% of what you make, and the rest you're putting to work for you and your future. Okay? Fundamental. How does it impact business development, client acquisition, the 70-20-10 rule? 70% at a minimum of your investment of effort and resources on business development should be towards your existing clients at a minimum. For many teams, it's 100%. They do no convincing. Everything's to the people who are already convinced. But let's just say 70% for competitor proofing, getting out in front of money in motion, and advocacy. What's the 20 and the 10? The 20 is the related and adjacent activities that could include strategic partners, events, and pot stirring that can create introductions to prospective clients, or that can be dual purpose. They can be for prospective clients, or they can be for existing clients. And then the 10% is the transformative, which is outside of your core. Just shows that you're innovative. The clay is soft, but this is where you're starting to look at things like, okay, we're going to do video, we're going to do automated reviews, we're going to do client testimonials, and we're going to do search engine optimization, and really level up our website so that we can be found by the right client. This is a framework that we're finding is having an impact, and we're seeing budgets on SEO increase. We're seeing budgets on staying niche focused around target marketing, but just going outside of just the day-to-day around advocacy. So any thoughts or insights on that?
So the quick list of things you just gave was search engine optimization, video, content, etc. I would argue that if you're going to go from team to scaling, those activities have to be handled by somebody other than the rainmaking advisor. Right?
Good point.
And so if you really want to scale, you've got to institutionalize these capabilities outside of somebody who's responsible for face-to-face interaction with clients, networking, running the business, etc. And that's the inflection point that gets you from team to scaling, is the division of duties and labor, and getting everybody on the team working in the highest and best use of their capability. So for a senior advisor to be stressing over search engine optimization, complete waste of time. Get it to a younger, more tech savvy, could even be an intern on the team. Get that to your marketing team. Right? That's the next mind shift for teams, is to say, okay, if we really want to create scale, now we have to double down on specialization, right? Which then amplifies the need to be process driven because the team's getting bigger, right? Amplifies the need for great communication. But this is how you build value, right? Because ultimately, for the owners, right, value is built when you get closer and closer to being obsolete. Like, real value is built for the advisors when they get closer and closer to being obsolete, because the acquiring firm will pay up for higher certainty of future profits, higher certainty of client retention, higher certainty of future cash flows. Right? I, as a buyer, will pay more for that if I know that there's process, organization, discipline, clients who are connected not just to the advisor or to the team, or an investment process that's institutionalized, not just connected to one advisor. Right? I will pay up for that. And so the magic of the scaling comes with specialization, process, communication, and replicating service delivery to multiple locations, right? Multiple states, but putting it all under one shingle so that it builds value as opposed to aggregated books of business.